Kawhi Leonard averaged 30.4 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 4.4 games in the 2021 playoffs before he got hurt. That's dominant. I am not gonna fake it to you. That is dominance. He was on another level in that playoff. Everybody was like, "Oh, Kawhi was on historic level when he won the championship with the Toronto Raptors." But this year, I think it was going before he got hurt. I think he was gonna top that season when it comes to dominance, bro, on both ends of the court. Yo, what it is, what it ain't, YouTube. This your boy MJT Reacts coming at you with another banger video, man. Let's get it, let's go. So I come across a video, right? Watch a lot of NBA podcasts, shows, everything that you can think of. I watch it when it comes to NBA. And this one podcast called The Player's Choice, they reacted or they debated about Kawhi Leonard was on 2016 LeBron James level in 2020. Now, if you don't know what happened in 2021, Clippers went to the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard had one of the most dominant series against the Mavericks of all time. Ended the series in 6, scoring like 45 points in it. That happened. Then he got hurt in like game 5 or something like that. Then Clippers went on and win the series and lose in the conference finals against the Phoenix Suns. But this podcast, they was talking about, I don't know, one of the guys or some of the guys was talking about Kawhi Leonard was on the same level as the 2016 LeBron James. Now, if y'all remember, 2016 was the year that LeBron brought a championship to Cleveland and beat the most dominant team of all time, the 73-9 Warriors. Okay, one of the guys, or I don't know how many guys there was that compared them, but somebody said that they was on the same level. So what do y'all think, bro? We're gonna react to this video, man. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow all my socials. Follow me on X/Twitter as MJ Talented. Follow me on Snap, Mr. Talented 19. Show your boy some love. I mean, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Let's get into this video, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
I just want to make sure that I'm understanding you guys correctly. When I hear you tell me that Paul George played with Kawhi Leonard, who was as good as 2015, 2016 LeBron James. Oh, that's what I'm understanding from you guys.
Hell no.
Is that what I just want to make sure that I'm not losing my mind? Because I'm going to television.
Ox going to say what Ox says, but who else?
Y'all ain't see Kawhi in 21?
Yeah, we good, Ox.
He was. We were talking. Hey, chill. We were talking about Luka. We weren't talking about LeBron.
Yeah,
we were talking about Luka. We were talking about Kyrie last year.
Okay, since we on the subject, let's compare the stats. Okay. All right. So 2021, Kawhi Leonard averaged 24.8. If you want to round up, that's 5. 6.5 rebound, 5.6 in 52 games. He was selected to play in his 5th All-Star game. All-Star day. He only played 52 games and all that type of stuff. Okay, so James averaged 25.3 points per game, 7.4 rebounds a game, 0.8 assists in 76 games, 15 to 6. He was selected to play in his 12th All-Star game. He won the 3rd Finals MVP award and 3rd championship. It was an historic season from LeBron James by beating the greatest team of all time, 73-9 Warriors. Okay, let's compare the playoff stats. Kawhi Leonard averaged 30.4 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 4.4 games in the 2021 playoffs before he got hurt. That's dominant. I am not gonna fake it to you. That is dominance. He was on another level in that playoff. Everybody was like, "Oh, Kawhi was on historic level when he won the championship with the Toronto Raptors." But this year, I think it was going before he got hurt. I think he was gonna top that season when it comes to dominance, bro, on both ends of the court. So yeah, LeBron James. LeBron averaged 26.3 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 7.6 assists in 21 games in the 2016 playoffs. He won the 3rd Finals MVP award and all that. What y'all think, bro? Like I said, Bron got him in stats regular season. Okay. Kawhi game. Bron played more games, obviously. Kawhi had the stats, the playoff stats over LeBron. Hey, he might got some. Hey, he might have a point there. We gonna see.
Hold on, Ron. Stop right here, bro. You just told us. Now let me get out the frying pan and let's put Ops ass back in the frying pan. Ops, give me legit logic that the 2021 Kawhi Leonard.
How many times we gotta go through this?
16 James, go.
He's not better than Bron, but he's on that level of player.
Let me rephrase the question.
He's on that level of player.
Let me rephrase the question. Give me legit logic that the 2021 Kawhi Leonard was as good as 15-16 LeBron James. Go.
Well, he was the best player in the league in 21. He was the best player in the league in 21. He was unguardable in half court and transition.
I disagree on that. Now he was playing he was still on that level of Kawhi Leonard, healthy Kawhi Leonard. But the best player in the league in 2021, I still got to get that to LeBron or Giannis. I think Giannis won a championship that year. I'll probably put Giannis or Jokic. Jokic was still dominant back then. Yeah. I wouldn't say he was the best player, but he was definitely top 5.
Half court and in transition, he was at his peak. He had took maybe a half a step back on defense, but he was still a top 5 defender in the NBA. Like, I don't understand why y'all keep trying to do this to 21 Kawhi. If y'all watched him, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't a top 5 defender.
If you say top 5 wing defender,
he was not a top 5 defender in
defender.
The game.
Period.
I could do that. I could do that, Morris, but that's too easy. No, he was a top 5 defender.
I'll still agree with you for the sake of the argument.
Like Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard was still a good to great defender that season, but top 5, I don't know. Still, I don't think he was guarding the best players on the team at that time. I think Clippers was putting more like either they used to play switch basketball. Every screen they switch. I don't think he was just guarding the best player all the time. I think it was like some was Pat Bev, some was Paul George, some was Nick Batum. I think everybody really got a rotation when he guarding the best players. Even Marcus Morris at some point. So Kawhi Leonard. So they had different players guarding the best players, but I don't think he was the main guy guarding the best players. I disagree.
Kawhi was top 3. I say he was the best player in the NBA in 21, but I'll respect Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant
I will.
Too.
So he was a top 3 player hands down. He was for sure. He was better at everything. Like what? Okay, so what was that? What was that? Like I said, I'm not saying he was better than Bron, but he was on that level of player though.
That's what and that's what I'm talking about.
Was he not at that level?
In 2021? No, I don't think so. And the reason why, and here's why I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because in 2021, you're telling me that he was the best player in the world, right? That's what you're telling me.
I think he was.
Even though during that time there was the ascension of Joker, right? And in addition to the ascension,
he wasn't on that level yet.
Even with the ascension of Joker, KD was still that dude. In the 2021 season, LeBron James had just come up winning the NBA championship for the 4th time. Kevin Durant
was LeBron
still
better than 21?
One more time.
In 21, was Bron better than KD? Was Bron better than Kawhi in 21?
Going into that season, he was. Yes. Going into that season, he was the best player in the world. Going into that
Why?
season.
Just because they won the championship?
But absolutely. Wait. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding what LeBron James was at that time. I think he had finished second in league MVP votes. He had led the league in assists. He had averaged 25 a game. They had won the NBA championship. Went deep into the playoffs and won the NBA championship. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard in 2021 had one of the biggest choke jobs. Had one of the biggest choke jobs in NBA history, which was what happened to him in the 2021 season.
I'm not talking about MVP votes and what happened in 2020. I'm talking about 21.
And I want to get back to Kawhi Leonard being a top 5 defender. I'm going to run down some names for you, Oxton. I want you to tell me if Leonard was better than these guys.
Wait. Top 5 perimeter defender.
Okay, so
there we go. There we go.
You know what? I can get with that, but I'm also going to run some names down to you.
No, I want to hear it though. Yeah, please do.
I do want to run some names down to you as perimeter defenders. I ain't even talking about overall defenders. I'm just talking about perimeter defenders. How you feel about Leonard and Ben Simmons at that time?
Hey, Ben Simmons was on the level that year when it comes, and he was still being aggressive offense. That was prime Ben Simmons. So I get a nod to Ben Simmons, and he was in a Defensive Player of the Year award candidate that year too. Ben Simmons.
I still got Kawhi.
Okay, you'll take Kawhi. How you feel about Leonard and Draymond at that time?
Kawhi.
How you feel about Leonard and Drew Holiday at that time?
Kawhi.
How you feel about Leonard and buckets at that time?
Kawhi.
Why?
Why over Drew Holiday? Younger Drew Holiday? Remember? Drew Holiday was guarding the best players on each team that season. Why Leonard wasn't. He was still a great defender, but he was not guarding the best player every game. But also, gotta realize that their roles was different. Kawhi Leonard is a way better player than Drew Holiday, by the way. Everybody know that. But Kawhi had to take more onus on the offensive end. Drew Holiday. Kawhi couldn't play the perimeter defense that he played with the Spurs, but he's still that guy. Nobody want to go after him defensive end.
Jimmy Butler has never been a better defender than Kawhi Leonard.
Okay,
never.
No.
How do you feel about Leonard? How you feel about Leonard and Thibault at that time?
I hate to step in and interrupt.
That Thibault. Thibault is he one of those. I ain't gonna fake. I think that's why 2K was glitchy because of his animations. They was just stealing the ball from I don't know, sliding across the court, stealing the balls. It was a bunch of BS on 2K. So I think that's why they got the animations on 2K this year because of that dude. He was that guy on no offense, no badges on offense.
This intense yap session. That's fat and means the other be hip holding again.
Very solid, but
easy.
Matisse was solid. He was still too light.
Very solid, but he wasn't Kawhi.
I got Kawhi. I got with this list so far I can get behind Ben Simmons and Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two where I'm having a lot of trouble with. Now I would be fine putting them ahead of Kawhi. I would be fine putting them ahead of Kawhi. Those two. Everybody else chill. I don't think it's really much of a conversation.
So Mikal Bridges, you don't like that one. Marcus Smart, you ain't feeling that.
Marcus Smart got DPOY year?
No, that
Marcus Smart was solid.
That was the next. Marcus Smart, he ended up with
next.
Who was DPOY that year?
22 was a DPOY year.
Rudy Gobert.
Who was 20?
Rudy Gobert.
21 Rudy. If it wasn't someone new, it was Rudy.
All right.
Rudy or Giannis.
21. So when we talking about Leonard being on that level of James, who at the end of that season, in the 15-16 season, after what they had done, after what he had did throughout the course of that season, being a first-team All-Pro, playing at a high level, taking that team deep into the playoffs, and there was a conversation between him and Steph Curry as the best player in the world, and for what he did in the NBA Finals. And again, Mars, I'm not going to give credit for you putting the fire out in the house that you started the fire in. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to sit up and go, they were down 3-1. No, you guys started the fire. You put the fire out.
It was still amazing, though.
It was amazing. I'm not going to argue that. But then what we have now, once he did what he did, now we have a separation. Right now, I think that at that point, it's definitive. It's James, and now it's a gap. I don't think that there was ever a point where in 2021, it was Leonard and it was a gap between everybody else. In fact, at that point, it was Leonard, it was KD, it was James, and it was a bunch of different guys in the conversation. In 2015, 2016, I think that LeBron James was the best player on the planet, and I don't think it was a question. That was never the case.
Steph Curry.
But chill.
I feel like Steph is being disrespected, but
you can't do that.
If I'm being honest with you, Miles, sure, that may be the case. But what happened after the finals, I think shut that down.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I definitely agree with that.
We're talking about 2 different years. You can't do that.
Lose and not shut everything down. Okay, I guess.
But that's not how that works. Those are 2 separate years. You can't do that and say That's why he's better than him. You can't say because there was a bigger gap in 15 than there was in 21. That doesn't, we're not talking about their game at that point. I can't say because he had more MVP votes or he was first team All-NBA. That's not their game. That's just accolades and how much worse the competition was here compared to here. You know, and so that's just not fair. You just can't do that. On top of that, in 21, Kawhi, KD, and Giannis were all better than Bron. In 21,
after they won the NBA championship,
yeah, that NBA
playing before the injury.
But hold on, no, Morris, because that NBA championship don't mean nothing for 2021. I can't say you're better. I can't say you're better because you won a championship last year. That don't got nothing to do with this year.
Yeah, it has everything to do with this year. I can't stand how you discount what happened the year before. There's a reason why we come up here in the preseason and go, "Hey, Moss, who's going to be the defensive player of the year in your estimation?" You say
that's speculation.
And why are you saying that? You saying
we're not speculating. This is what we already saw.
Yeah, but now we're talking about it 4 years later. Why are we still speculating?
Yeah, we don't. That's what I'm saying. We don't got to speculate.
And these guys,
but we don't need to recall our speculation. We can say, looking back on it, who was the best. That's what we can do.
It's not
Kawhi.
Fellas, I'm about to step in because we have got off track with 21 Kawhi versus peak LeBron debate.
This is what the panel is, man. This is what we do. We start talking about.
Well, Mars, we never got the Ray John yet. Let's move on so we can get the Ray John.
And that was a good conversation. I'm glad we ended up where we ended up. We was on the freeway and somehow we ended up in the suburbs of whatever city.
Because Ron, you know what though, Ron? Because before Kawhi tore his ACL, when he bumped Joe Ingles, or was that Bo Young? It was Joe Ingles. When he bumped Joe Ingles.
That dirty mother Joe Ingles. I think a couple years later he ended up either tearing his Achilles or something, or tearing his ACL or something. But man, I don't wish no injury on nobody, but I feel like that was a dirty play that he did on Kawhi in the 2021 playoffs. The game was already over. You bumped him, ended up twisting his knee. Then I don't know what the Clippers behind the scenes was doing when it comes to reporting his injury. Kawhi was game to game, and he became just out. And he was just out indefinitely. That season, it was just bad. But ever since that bump that you did, Joe Ingles, Kawhi ain't never been the same. He's been dominant, Kawhi. Like, he was dominant for a certain stretch for the Clippers last season when they got James Harden and they had Paul George. He was very dominant and efficient. But when it comes to staying healthy, he can never stay healthy. After that injury, he was done. He was definitely done. So, yeah, I ain't forgive Joe Ingles for that, bro, because that was our championship. We would have definitely won the championship with Kawhi Leonard. Definitely would have beat the Phoenix Suns in the conference finals. And still had a chance of probably beating the Bucks in the finals. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Ingles and tore his ACL. Up to that point, LA was his. He was the best. He was the best player in La La Land for sure.
Him and KD were on a fast track to the finals. It would have been what we deserved in 2019. That's what it would have been. They were just getting
but Giannis is Giannis, so you know.
James Harden was injured, and Kyrie was injured, and Kawhi was injured. That's what happened. Yeah,
Giannis was Giannis.
A lot of injuries.
That's all I said. I
want to just make sure that we all were watching the same thing. Like in 2021, it was so obvious that Kawhi Leonard, along with KD, Giannis, and respect LeBron James, were really the top.
Respect regular season Steph Curry. Respect what Steph was doing that season.
I hear what you're saying, but 15-16 LeBron was just
right. And I already said that, Ron. I said that KD, that Bron's better than Kawhi. That
Bron might be better than like everyone except like two people ever. So like,
the thing about it is, it's still, to me, it's still even a gap in between there, between what he was doing and what 21 Kawhi was doing.
Even so, because the whole conversation was supposed to be about Kyrie Irving. Let's not act like Kyrie wasn't playing at the same level that Bron was playing at in that run.
Okay, slow down.
All the way down, like put your e-brake on. Put your e-brake on.
Yeah, let's hit the brakes.
Yo.
Kyrie
was going crazy.
Let's rephrase the sentence to
the
Cavs do not win without everything that Kyrie gave them.
That's a fact.
Everything Kyrie
I
gave
don't know
them,
if I can
they
rephrase
needed
that
every
sentence,
last
Mark.
drop of what Kyrie gave them.
Yeah, for sure.
To win
They
that
needed they needed those 40. They need that 40 ball that him and LeBron had on the same night.
It's
they
never
just
happened,
needed-
by the way, in NBA history.
Yeah, of course
Shit,
they needed
was
that.
going band for band. Kyrie was doing just as much of a carry job as LeBron was doing.
All right, so they talking about up right there. But I'm gonna say this. I think can't really compare them two seasons because a lot of people don't talk about Kawhi's season like they talk about LeBron's season when he came back from 3-1 against the Warriors. That was a dominant stretch from LeBron. The year prior to that, he was still the best player in the finals. I think that year everybody was like, he should have won Finals MVP, even though they lost, because he was so dominant, bro. It was ridiculous. That's probably, but after all that, saying all that, I think the 2018 LeBron was the most dominant player in the NBA. I think that was probably the most dominant stretch that LeBron had in his career. He took the Cavaliers to the finals against, I think, the Golden State Warriors and KD and them. They lost, but that was the first game. He had 50 points. But who ruined it? J.R. Smith. Didn't know what time it was. Didn't know where he was at. That stretch, that 2018 playoffs LeBron, that was probably the best LeBron that I've seen in his career. It's probably up there when he scored 25 straight points against the Detroit Pistons in 2007 playoffs. That LeBron in 2018 was what I have to give it to him. I'm not a LeBron fan. I don't like his fans or anything, but that LeBron, he was so dominant, crazy. I give it to him. I ain't gonna be ahead of it at that time, but I don't like them. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this, bro. Who was better, 2021 Kawhi or 2016 LeBron? Let me know down in the comments. Appreciate y'all. This is the end of the video. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below stuff that you want me to react to. Turn on post notifications to be alerted when I post new videos. Sir, see y'all next time. Peace.